Alright everybody, welcome back. Make sure before you do anything or hear a word that comes out of my mouth, you hit that subscribe button and just smash it like you're going out of style. And make sure also, don't forget to hit the notification button. Don't forget, because hey, if you don't hit the notification button, you're going to forget. And you're not going to get notifications bombarding your phone, blowing it up 24/7 about this channel that nobody really gives a shit about. And hit the like button. Just tap the shit out of it like you're trying to wake up a neighbor or something. You're tapping on their window. I can't stand that shit. I really can't. When you go on some channel on YouTube and the first thing before you even see a video or see their content or anything, the first thing out of their mouth is make sure you subscribe and like and hit the notification button and fucking track down my address and fucking build me a fucking statue and fucking have a parade around it and stuff like that. Happens all the time. You see it everywhere and it's so fucking annoying. You'll never hear me do that on this channel. Like anyone who's seen, been watching my channel since 5 weeks ago since I started it, never has spoken a word of that. And I never will. That is so annoying. Fucking you will never hear me say hit the subscribe button. You will never hear me say hit the like button or hit the notifications or anything like that. You wanna know why? Because people who enjoy something will keep coming back for things they enjoy. You don't need to be told that something is good to have people come back. Think of it this way. And now, this is just you and me talking right now. Whoever's watching, it's just me here, you there. There's nobody else around, right? Your secret's safe with me. Does anybody ever just, I don't know, I'm not talking escort service or high class or anything, but had a fun occasion with a prostitute? Maybe, yes, who knows, I can't hear you. Or just had a fun night out partying and just experimented with some illegal drugs. And you have a good time? Yeah, maybe, that's probably the answer. You ever see them advertised? No. You don't. You ever see fucking commercials? Get your cocaine on this fucking Malcolm and McDowell Boulevard, the corner. And no, you don't. Because you don't need to fucking advertise shit when you have a good product. You don't need to fucking shove shit down people's throats when you're making content people like, or when you're selling something that people like, or anything like that. If you have something good, trust me, it'll move on its own. Like, you don't need to be telling everybody, fucking hit this button and that button and this button and everything like that. I can't stand it. You'll never hear me say it on this channel because it is so annoying to me. And I would not put anybody else through that same annoyance. But anyway, let's talk about The Killer Eye from 1999, Full Moon Pictures. Directed by, I'm not even going to try to say this guy's last name because I don't speak Chinese or whatever the fuck. I know it's not Chinese, but David Decatur, something like that. I don't know. Fucking, he uses a pseudonym for fucking this picture too. Like, he doesn't even use his real name. So he didn't really even want his name attached to this. So, but this is a fun movie, man. Just like most Full Moon Pictures and everything. Very fun movie. I haven't seen this movie in a while, just like Head of the Family, and just was a great, fun little rewatch here. But we got Jacqueline Lavelle, the gorgeous goddess that she is. She's been in the last 2 movies that I discussed before this, and now she's in this again. So it's great seeing her, as always. And we have Blake Adams, who played Lance in Head of the Family. I loved his performance in that, and I love his performance as Creepy Bill, I think it is, Creepy Bill or whatever in this. Awesome. Like, he does a great job. So does Lavelle. Best performances in the movie by far. And I don't know, the whole title with The Killer Eye, this eye doesn't really kill people. Like, the better title here, Bill Nye and the Rapist Eye. That's better. That suits the film a lot better. Because this eye does not really kill anything. Like, it like pops some dude's eyeball out and stuff, like later on, and like with his little lasers and stuff. And at the end, like, he like evaporates these 2 people, or do they get sent to the 8th dimension? Is that what's going on there? Like, I don't know. Or does he just evaporate them and they're dead? Because if they're not dead, then he really doesn't kill pretty much anybody in this movie. He just like rapes women like throughout the whole movie. This eye, so like I mean, he does kill like one, two people, but he's a lot more Bill Cosby than Ted Bundy, if you get what I'm saying, And yes, there was some liquor left from 4th of July, so enjoy. What? All right, so let's get into this. What a horny kid, dude! This fucking street kid that they got at the beginning to do the experiment with the doctor and everything, putting the eye drops in. He's like, I just want you to sit here, and I'm gonna put this eye drop in your eye. And he's like, you just want to screw? Because my rights are the same no matter what I do. That's an hysterical line, man. That's so funny. This kid is something, man. I'll tell you that. And then like the doctor and Lavelle's character Rita, they're like arguing and stuff while this kid is like looking into the fucking 8th dimension and everything, which is a whole nother thing I'll get into. But and then they're arguing and stuff, and Rita's saying like, how about sex? Like we never have sex. And he's like, it's sex Thursday. And she's like, yeah, I don't think I've ever had a real orgasm and stuff, all that type of shit. This is fucking Lavelle, bro. This is Jacqueline Lavelle. This is your wife. The lab would be in the bedroom. If I was married to Lavelle, like, there would be no fucking eye experiments in a creepy ass laboratory in the attic. I fucking guarantee you that. Like, this is fucking Lavelle. She's a fucking goddess, this woman. And you were more interested in staring into the 8th dimension and bringing fucking eyeballs into ours and stuff. I don't know. Fucking fucking ridiculous. The shot of the eye coming out of the kid and stuff like that and slithering away and everything looks cool. Like they should have, I mean, obviously budgetary reasons and everything. It's such a low budget picture and everything, like most full moon pictures are. But even with it just being like the shadow and stuff, and just seeing the kid's shadow and the eye getting bigger and bigger and then coming out, and then you see the actual like tail, I guess, if you want to call it that, of it slithering away and stuff. Really cool shot. Great stuff. We have the cool opening credits with the anatomy pictures and everything like that, which I like credits like that, like opening credits. Like I don't like just seeing like actor and actresses' names like on some background and stuff, like, or like some scenic shot. Like I like when they make it a little interesting. It kind of reminded me of Reanimator, like in the credits for that, where you have like all the neon like dissection anatomy pictures and everything like that. Like reminding me of that, and really cool. Nice little credits. These two drug addicts that live in the same building as the doctor and Rita and everything, that she like apparently goes over and fucks them all the time because her husband doesn't give her any love. What are they on in this movie? Like, what drugs are they taking? Because I've never seen somebody on any type of recreational drug acting the way these people are. Like, ever. Like, I don't know what these people took. And, like, even one of them even says, like, he takes the pill, then he asks, like, how long does this last? Isn't that something you'd want to ask, like, before you put a substance in your system? Like, what if it was some, like, crazy experimental drug that they got from the doctor? And he said, how long is this going to last? And the guy tells him, well, it usually lasts like 7 to 9 weeks, so strap in if you have work or any fucking responsibilities for the next 2 months, like, come on, like, who does that? Who just takes a fucking pill and then asks questions about it afterwards? I mean, I know there are people out there who do, but that's just ridiculous to me. The POV shots from the eye, really cool. Like, just getting a point of view from this eyeball. It was a cool, neat little touch. I really enjoyed that. All three of them don't see this 9-foot-tall mutant eye standing by their bedside, like, after the gangbang that got away. Like, that never happens and stuff, because, like, both these people are so drugged up, like, he's literally just, one of them is just like kissing her body and like grinding up against her, and then he's like, oh, I'm pooped. Fucking like, he didn't do anything. He didn't fuck this girl. He didn't do shit. Like, and he's tired. Like, I don't know. That didn't make This movie is so ridiculous, man. But it's such a fun watch. Like, I haven't seen this movie in a while. Same with Head of the Family when I rewatched it last night. And I said, I gotta rewatch The Killer Eye because it's been a long while since I've seen this movie. And I highly enjoy this movie. Just for the complete insanity that this whole script is, and the whole concept for this movie. Everything about it is just absolutely insane. Like, completely insane. And then we have Rita getting eye stem cock-fucked by the eye and everything, which I don't know how any of that works. It's not explained. It doesn't really need to be, but, like, this is me. Like, I need to know. Like, and the same thing with, what's her name? Jane, the character, Morton's wife, later on when she gets raped by this thing. Like, we just see, like, this fucking eye Dick Johnson thing that just like slithers around and shoots electricity around their nipples and stuff like that, which apparently is like the most pleasurable thing in the fucking world. And like, we know the eye puts them in a trance and everything like that. Like, if it just stares at you, it puts you in like this trance, and that's why they don't remember afterwards what happens. But like, how does this whole thing work? Like, they couldn't, I guess, I don't know, probably the movies would never have been made if they're showing like a fucking eyeball like penetrating a woman or something like that. Like, but I mean, hey, Evil Dead got away with it with the fucking tree rape scene. So I mean, why not have this eye just straight up fucking these women? And that way the ending makes a little more sense. I mean, it's a fucking eyeball. It's got no regular anatomy or anything, so none of this makes sense. But like, even a little bit, like just go all out. If you're gonna make a rapey eyeball, fucking like, the best you can do is just like, you're shooting lightning bolts around their tits and stuff, and just like having them rub this weird fucking tentacle dick like around their face and like on their chest and stuff like that. You couldn't just imply that they're being penetrated by this thing. I mean, look at the Japanese. They fucking love that tentacle porn shit. They get it. They do that. They watch that shit all the time. Could have gone the same route here. Guess it's a missed opportunity. Let's see here. And that whole thing, I mean, that whole scene, it's a great scene. It's fucking weird. It's fucking disturbing. But there's no fucking way that eyeball got out that half window. Like, I'll tell you that right now. No fucking way that it got out of that small ass fucking half open window with the screen like covering half of it. Nope. And it happens like 5 times in this movie. That this eyeball just like gets through like the smallest space ever. And I don't know, it makes no sense. None of this movie makes sense, like I said. But it's such a fun, enjoyable watch. Let's see. How, and again, like, how is this woman so sexually deprived? It's fucking Lavelle. Like, even the 2 guys, like, they don't really want anything to do with her. And then she tries hitting on Morton, and he wants nothing to do with her. And then fucking, like, when she goes up and she finds the kid from the beginning, who's like back alive because the eye crawled back inside his socket and then comes back out after like feeding on his brain matter, is what the doctor says it does later on. He wants nothing to do with her. Like, the only thing that wants to fuck Lavelle in this movie is this fucking eye. That's it. Like, that's absolutely insanity to me, really. Like, none of these men have any desire for this woman. She's a fucking gorgeous woman. So, like, how is she this sexually deprived? Like, really? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. And especially, like, in the last few movies that I discussed that had Lavelle in it. Like I said, and fucking Hideous. And it was funny that I watched it in that order. I was seeing Hideous, then rewatching Head of the Family, then this. Because, man, like I said in Head of the Family, my discussion on that, her job descriptions must have been getting so much weirder and weirder over the few years of all 3 of those movies being made. It's like, all right, well, in this movie, you're going to be fucking this guy like crazy. The whole movie, like, all you're going to be doing is having sex. All right, like, and showing your tits all over the place. All right, I can deal with that. All right, well, in this next movie, you're going to be fucking topless in a gorilla mask, and you're going to... And you're gonna be wearing a vest that's like super glued to your tits so that your tits don't fucking expose or anything, but like the vest doesn't move at all and just stays in one static position the entire time. And then, all right, well, what do you got for me in 1999, sir? And then, well, in this movie, you're gonna get raped by a giant mutant eyeball. Oh, okay, all right, I can do that. Like. Dude, I would love to have been in the casting office, like, for every one of these movies, like, as they went on and stuff, like, for each movie, and Lavelle's in there, and, like, reading the script and finding out what she's doing in this next movie, like, that has to be some hysterical shit. Like, if someone had behind the scenes, like, casting and stuff, like, with her and everything like that, I'd kill to see that. That would be, I'd do more killing than the killer eye in this movie, I'll tell you that, to be able to see that footage. That shit's funny. And again, like, what is so pleasurable about an eye dick wrapping around your tits and your body and stuff? Like, I guess the electric shocks that it's giving and stuff. Like, again, why not just straight up penetrate these women and just shock them into kingdom come? Puns intended there. But, like, really, like, what is so pleasurable about this whole situation with the eye and everything that it's doing? I guess, again, like, it just puts you in a trance and you forget everything, but while you're in that trance, like, you're just like super sensitive or something. I don't know how any of this works. Nor does it really matter, like I said, but just, this is me. These are the questions I ask. These are the thoughts that race through my mind while watching a so bad it's good movie like this. This woman has the worst situational awareness of all time. Fucking Jane, when she's fucking just standing there and she thinks it's her husband Morton, like, feeling her up and stuff from behind and everything. Dude, it's a fucking, like, tentacle dick. It feels like no human anatomy at all. And she's just standing there without turning around, thinking that, like, this is her husband. It would feel like, the only thing I can liken it to is like if you had like a fucking snake crawling across your chest or something and around your neck, and immediately anybody that felt that would turn around or at least look down, do something. Like, this doesn't feel right. Like, this isn't hands. This isn't my husband's hands. This isn't his dick. Like, this isn't like anything that would be on a human being that would be touching me right now. But yet, the worst situational awareness ever, like this woman has. And who the fuck? I don't know. She thinks the I Dick Johnson's her husband. That makes no sense at all. It's so funny though. The whole angel dust fucking conversation and stuff with what's his name, with fucking creepy Bill or whatever, and they're talking about this guy being on angel dust, the kid that died in the beginning where their eye sprouted from and everything, saying, yeah, maybe he was pumped full of angel dust and everything like that. And then we get the fucking hysterical line from crazy fucking from Bill. He's like, hey Doc, what about that son of a bitch floating eyeball over there? That's so funny, man. He's so great in this movie. He's so great in Head of the Family too. Like, he's so fucking fun. He's such a fun actor. It's so much fun to watch him perform in these just hysterically bad but amazing films. Like, he's so good. The entire conversation about this eye being a hermaphrodite and coming from the 8th dimension, and that maybe the male part is what came through when it's searching for females and stuff. That whole conversation has got to be one of the most insane conversations and exchange of dialogue I've ever heard in a movie. Like, ever. Like, I was rewatching it and I completely forgot about a lot of this movie and stuff. It's been a while, like I said, years. And just hearing the words come out of these people's mouths was absolutely hysterical. Like, the most insane dialogue ever. Like, you're talking about a mutant eye that's going around raping women, and now it's a hermaphrodite, but it left the female parts behind in the 8th dimension. Do you hear the words that I'm saying right now? Like, do you hear how fucking insane that sounds? It sounds more insane in the film. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And it is fucking amazing. It is so hysterical. What a fucking just insanely hysterical fucking exchange of dialogue and scene that is. Absolutely fucking hilarious. And then Morton seriously gives his keys and stuff to this druggie who's possessed by the eye or whatever to go look after his wife. Like, he obviously is not well. Like, he's talking like, okay, I'll do it. Like, I would have trusted Creepy Bill, or whatever the fuck his name was. I would have trusted him more to go down and watch my wife. Over this guy? Are you serious? Like, no. Fucking no way would I send this person down to watch my wife when she's already been fucking, like, molested and raped by this eyeball. And now you're gonna send this, like, fucking just whacked out, wackaloon fucking this drugged out crazy person. Like, they don't even know he's possessed by the eye, but like just the way he's acting alone, and like they all live in this fucking building together. They must know each other. They must know that the two dudes are just complete drug addicts and are wasted all the time. And that's the person you choose to give the keys to and go watch your wife? I don't know, man. Like, just every decision in this movie is just insanely ridiculous, and it's fucking hilarious for it. And then we get that great line from the other drug dude after his friend gets killed by the eye. He's like, "You killed my best friend, you son of a bitch." That's hysterical. That's so funny. And the way he delivers it too, it's so funny, man. That had me like really cracking up. And then another great line, like with Crazy Bill or whatever. It's Bill, right? I keep saying Bill. It's fucking Bill. I'm pretty sure it's Bill. If not, yeah, I looked, I wrote it down. It's Bill. Crazy Bill. When they're talking about the eighth dimension and stuff like that, and the doctor's explaining, or Morton is explaining what the eighth dimension is and stuff, and he's like, it's an alternate reality and stuff. And then Crazy Bill goes like, New Jersey. I don't know, man. It's a New Yorker that fucking really fucking cracked me up. Like, that's so funny. Like, New Jersey, it's an alternate universe. It sure fucking is, man. And then the two, Crazy Bill and the other drug dude, get zapped into oblivion or sent to the other dimension. They don't explain any of that, so we don't know what happens. And Jordan, the doctor, ends up going into the eighth dimension with the eye. And he says, like, take me with you. And he jumps into, and again, the CGI is so bad in this movie. Like, it's really bad. Like, but I mean, come on, it's a full moon picture. Like, what do you expect? But it's just so bad, especially in that whole end scene and stuff with the two guys evaporating and with Jordan jumping through the fucking dimension and everything. And he just like disappears. It's so bad, but it's hilariously bad. So it's fine. But then he jumps through into the eighth dimension with the eye. And then we see like the Great Pyramid in Egypt with like a bunch of little eyes around. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, the eighth dimension, and I even read up on this a little bit. Like, the eighth dimension is like supposed to be like this dimension where like all things and like all laws of physics and everything like that all work together, and it's kind of like everything imaginable together in this dimension. But like the fucking pyramid from Egypt is like in this dimension. Like, what is that? Like, what is that shot? Like, what is the purpose of the pyramid? Like, why? Like, please someone explain it to me. Like, if there's an actual explanation out there about this movie of why there's a fucking pyramid in Egypt in like this portal to the eighth dimension. Please somebody explain that to me, because I was looking at that, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what does this even mean? Like, I don't know. And then we have the end. We have Rita and Jane are pregnant with baby rapey eyes. And they're feeling their stomachs and stuff, and we're hearing like eyeball sounds, like creepy sounds and stuff, and apparently they're pregnant. And that's it. That's the movie. Like, I didn't have much to say about the movie because, like I said, I highly enjoy this movie. It is just a fun watch. It is absolutely batshit insane. From everything, from the premise to the dialogue to the scenes to the characters, like everything is just absolutely ludicrous in this movie. But it's hysterical. And it's so much fun. Like, it's such a fun watch. But there's just not a lot to talk about it. Like, it's just one of those movies you just have to watch. Like, just to get the full effect of it. Because talking about it just doesn't do it justice. So, let me know, anybody, if you love this movie, if it's a favorite full moon picture of yours, you know, what your favorite scenes are, what your favorite characters are in this movie, anything. Let's start a little discussion on the killer eye. And that's going to probably conclude the full moon movies, at least for like this week or so. Because tomorrow is Thursday, or well, technically it's Thursday now. But I'll be heading back home tomorrow. We're dropping my daughter off, going back home. So this is going to be maybe the final video in the haunted creepy sauna until next month when I'm back up here. So because I'm debating on whether doing another video in like an hour or so, or just calling it a night. It's like 4 in the morning. So, and we're getting on the road like at like noon-ish or so. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't even have a movie picked. So, I mean, if anyone sees this before like 2 hours from now, like, and they just have a random recommendation, leave it in the comments. And if I can find it on a streaming service, I'll knock it out quick. But, alright guys, everyone have a good night or morning, wherever you're from, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.